I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center. A lot of up and down on North American markets to start the day following the release of a summary from the U.S. Attorney General on the Mueller report. Now, according to the AG, the probe did not find any evidence the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with Russia to influence the 2016 presidential election, and there was no conclusion on whether the U.S. president obstructed justice. Now, the U.S. president did say that Robert Mueller acted honorably. Markets sort of brushed all of that aside. It seems investors are still pretty focused on the inversion on the yield curve in the bond market. That actually happened last week. In Canada, the yield on the 10-year bond slipped 6 basis points lower than the rate on the 3-month Treasury, and that hasn't happened since 2007, which of course was just ahead of the financial crisis. A big announcement from Apple today with a slew of new products now out there. Apple's long-awaited video streaming service will be called Apple TV Plus, and it will include original programming that CEO Tim Cook says will show great storytelling. Movie maker Steven Spielberg, along with actress Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon and actor Steve Carell were all part of the announcement today. And Oprah. Now, the streaming service will compete with Netflix and Amazon Video. Apple, of course, a late entrant to the streaming market, where Netflix has really been dominant for more than a decade. Shares in Netflix today, little changed. Apple stock was lower for the most part. We also found out about a revamped Apple TV app, a new credit card, a game subscription service, and Apple News Plus, which includes a magazine subscription service. Shares in Canadian marijuana producer Cronos moved higher on Bay Street today, with the company set to report earnings tomorrow. Now, a big vote was set to happen in New Jersey today to legalize recreational marijuana in that state. It's been put off, though, because there wasn't enough support. And interestingly, other marijuana stocks on Bay Street today mixed. Shares in Aurora Cannabis higher. Canopy Growth was lower. And the internet is a wonderful thing when it works. A computer hardware issue at Canada Revenue Agency meant no e-filing, and some on Twitter were complaining that this actually started last night. Now, it's not entirely surprising that this happened now. The deadline, if you owe money, is April 30th, which I'm sorry to say is now about a month away. I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center for City News.